Welcome, welcome, welcome. Happy Monday, everybody. This is Forrest out in St. Louis. Awesome Devon just off screen over here doing some of her awesome prospecting magic that she's working on. So, sort of bringing that to roll into this, you see it says how to close like a professional, how to close like a pro even if you're a beginner. And I wanted to throw that up there because we get, I've heard a lot of people say, uh, we reach out. We've talked a lot about reaching out to people, and what to say to people. Your first initial contact when you're reaching out to somebody, and we know this. One is not to be spammy. So the rules of reaching out is never reach out to somebody and just send them your link. As a matter of fact, you shouldn't just send somebody a link with anything. Period. You shouldn't send somebody a link like, "Hey, check out this video," or "Check out this church sermon," or without asking their permission. It's spammy. It just I don't care what kind of information you're sending me. If you don't reach out to me first and ask me my permission or say, "Hey, would it be okay, or would you be open to taking a look at this information?" Whether it's a video about Avengers Endgame, it's a church sermon, it's your cat beating up your dog, whatever it is, I'm not going to watch it, and I'm not going to click on it because I don't want a virus downloaded on my computer. And I want to make sure. I mean, it would just sort of be like you walking up to just a random person and just, opening up your iPad and go, "Watch this." And you're standing in the grocery store line and you just walk up with your phone and you just hit play on this video and you just sort of stick it around in front of their face and go, "Hey, watch this video." I mean, you wouldn't do that. And that's sort of the same thing on Facebook. It's like people think, well, since it's Facebook, I could just send it to them, and if they want to watch it, they'll watch it. If they don't want to. No, it's the same thing. If you think like Facebook is real life people that you're interacting with, which they are in most cases, not a bunch of robots running out there doing a bunch of stuff and fake accounts and all kinds of things like that, and Russians hacking the Chinese and all kinds of crazy mess like that. But in the majority of the time is regardless of what kind of information you're sending out, whether you're marketing for your business or you're just sending out general information, you should never send somebody information without asking their permission first. Even if you have a really good relationship with them. And a lot of people think that, well, because they sent me some information, I can automatically send them something back without asking. No. If I reach out to somebody on Facebook and say, "Hey, Kathy, thanks for swinging by. I really appreciate it." If I reach out to someone, matter of fact, my name is Forrest. I'm in St. Louis. I don't know if I said that yet. Thanks for swinging by. If you're joining us new on this live, this is your first time, tell us where you're joining us from. As always, if you get a lot of value from what we're sharing here, please tell your friends about it and let them know to come by and check us out. Hey, Zach, thanks for swinging by. Hey, Kathy, thanks for swinging by again. Really appreciate it. So when you're reaching out to people, if they say, for example, and I'm gonna put Kathy on the spot here a little bit. I reach out to Kathy and say, "Hey, Kathy, I was wondering if you might be open to taking a look at a way to earn a little bit extra money working from home part time. If not, that's absolutely okay. Let me know. No big deal. Let me know either way." And she says, "Yeah, sure, I'll take a look at some information." So I send her some information out, and then maybe she comes back and says, "I'm not really sure, it's not interested." Some people think that now that it's okay because that I sent them a presentation, that it's okay just to send me their stuff, like just, "Oh, here, look at my CBD oil," or, "Hey, look at my XYZ BDQ," without asking me permission. It works the same way. Just because I was polite and asked you permission to send you my stuff doesn't automatically give you the right to send me your stuff back without asking me. The same question, the same courtesy goes both ways. So if I send you something, you have to come back to me and say, "Hey, I was wondering, I wasn't really interested in your da-da-da-da, but I was wondering if you'd be open to checking out my da-da-da-da." And then, of course, I have the opportunity to say yes or no, or sure, I'll check it out, no, whatever. But you never just send somebody a link because you agreed that you're going to watch their stuff does not give you permission just to spam your stuff back to them. So that's something that's very, very important just to keep in the front of your head when you're prospecting. Just be, "Hey, Heather Martins, thanks for swinging by. I really appreciate it." So something just to keep in your mind. So closing. So you've gone through this process, and I learned this stuff, and I'm going to share this with you. I've got this little blueprint over here that I got from Rank Makers. I'm just going to sort of summarize it to give you guys an idea. If you guys want the full-blown and how this works, suggest you join Rank Makers. It is open. You can go to rankmakers.com. I don't make any money by referring you to Rank Makers, period. This is something that's really helped me and my wife. We had our best business ever, our best month ever last month in our business. as a result of being in Rank Makers, and we're probably going to double that this month. Woo, woo, woo. So it's been just an absolute lot of fun. And that's all because we plugged into Rank Makers and just readjusted our thinking and readjusted our training and learned how to be marketers. And of course, I'm doing these Facebook Lives, which it's been just been a lot of fun, terrific. This is my thing. This is like, I don't know what you want to call it. It's like the guys that like to go out to the bar after work. I like to do a Facebook Live and share some information. It's fun, and I can be a little bit animated. I try to be silly and at the same time convey a message. Hey, Michelle Culberson, thanks for swinging by. Yes, I am in Rank Makers. Absolutely, absolutely, absolutely. So, talking about if you're in network marketing, multi-level marketing, direct sales, heck, if you're even just in sales in general, and you do a lot of prospecting, I would recommend you go check out Rank Makers. It's stupid affordable. It's just crazy affordable. Ray has some just unbelievably crazy insight, and he will break your old stinking thinking habits of how to market online. And it's really been a blessing to us. So coming back to talking about this, and this is one of his flow charts. This is the closing. So you reach out to somebody. They said, yeah, they wanted to watch the video. And of course you reach back to them and say, what did you watch the presentation? And there's sort of two ways to go to this side. And I'm going to go on the no side first here. Kathy Sue, I'm a lifetime membership. I'm a lifer. I think I got one of those too back a while back where I enrolled and it was a special deal. And I just it's funny, Kathy, I jumped in Rank Makers and I paid for it. Then I didn't use it for 8 or 9 months. And then I just started this last year because we fell in love with this a new company that we're in that we've got started in September. And we wanted to make sure that we had an absolute just rock solid. And my wife got involved, which was funny. What even got me more excited about Rank Makers is the 14-day challenge that I did in January. They did the 14-day challenge in January. And my wife was hanging out in the room and she's watching me do this challenge, and she was learning by vicariously learning, and then she started getting on and doing stuff, and then she started getting customers, and it was like, wow, and it was pretty neat. And then she got on the second 14-day challenge, and we did the second 14-day challenge together, which was pretty cool, which I think was officially the third 14-day challenge, I think. So the next one will actually be our third 14-day challenge coming up, which is absolutely cool. So yeah, a lifetime membership. So little bit off track. Thanks, Kathy, for getting me off track, but absolutely cool. If you're in network marketing, highly recommend you guys go enroll in that and check it out and participate every day because it's well worth it. It's worth every penny, and it will 10x your business. It's 10xing our business. I mean, it really is. It's just blowing us up. So, my kids are being trained by Ray every single day. They know the right things to do. Absolutely. So, this is one of the closing blueprints, and I'm going to summarize it in here because I don't want to give away the card. I'd rather have you guys just go into Rank Makers and learn this for yourself. But this is what we do. We send a presentation to somebody, and I send it out to Kathy, and Kathy says, yeah, sure, I'll watch it. And then I follow up with her and say, hey, did you watch the presentation? And Kathy's going to say no. So let me pull this a little closer because I'm having a little time seeing this here. You get old. It's like I used to have 15-20 vision, and I could see everything like a million miles away. Then I turned 40 and my vision just went, and then when I turned 50, it went, and now that I'm closer to 60 than I am to 50, it's like I've got glasses everywhere. So, and anyway, back to excuse commercial interruption, squirrel. So anyway, did you watch the presentation? So I'd ask Kathy. I said, Kathy, did you watch the presentation? And she says no. If no, cool, no problem. I have some people that did watch the presentation. I hope you don't mind, but I got to prioritize my time and get back with them. But I can get back to you sometime, probably late next week. How soon, I'm talking to Kathy, how soon do you think you'll be able to watch it? How soon do you think you'll be able to watch it? I won't say when can you watch it. How soon do you think you'll be able to watch it? And then we'll go through the calendar, and I'll be like, well, I've got a lot going on. I'm pretty busy. Okay, I'm going to follow up with you, and I'll set a time next week. I'll follow up with you on Tuesday. And the reason you do that, it's to give yourself it's to give yourself posture, and you always want to posture yourself because one is we're not desperate, we're not begging people to get on our business, and it's very, very important. Once you become postured, and one of the things my wife and I have become really, really cool about is we don't care what people say when we reach out to them. We really don't care because we're doing so many reach outs. We just reach out. And like just yesterday, she had somebody respond back to her. What had it been, like a month or something? Mm-hmm. It had been about a month, and we had dropped that reach out into the social sphere and what we call our social billboards. We dropped it out into their inbox, and it's sitting out there. Then eventually, this lady came cruising by our inbox. She saw the message, like, "Ooh, I'm going to reach out. I'm going to reply back and say, oh, that's cool." So the more people you reach out to, the less scared you are and less worried. If you're only reaching out to 10 people a month, I can't imagine. Like, I freak out when I do less than 10 people a day.
Yeah.
I'm just like, oh my God, I need to send it. And the reaching out too is there's a follow-up process in there, because reaching out, the initial reach out, and then there's a follow-up process to go through in a 4-day and a 10-day and a 30-day and a 45-day and a 60-day. That's our process of following up with people. And of course, it depends on which way they go. If they say they're not interested, we say, cool, we put them in the not interested box. Really appreciate you replying back so quickly. If you know anybody that might be open to taking a look at a way to earn some extra money working from home, blah, blah, blah. And we appreciate the referrals. And yes, thanks a lot, to move on. If they say, well, I'm not interested right now, go great. Yeah, I'm super busy. I know you are too, not a big deal. I'll check back with you in about 45 days. And my wife puts them in the 60-day bucket. I put them in the 45-day bucket. And I follow up with them about 45 days and do it. And again, your follow-up is totally up to you, how you want to follow up with people. Then, of course, the people that do say they're interested, this is where this closing blueprint comes in. That's very important. So one of the things that's very important to talk about is when they say yeah, or yeah, we send them a presentation. I sent it, and did you watch the presentation? And they say no. I say, cool, no problems. I've got a lot of people that did, so what I need to do is I need to prioritize my time a little bit, and I need to make sure and get all their questions answered. But what I can do is get back to you sometime, probably next week. How soon do you think you'll be able to watch the presentation or the video? And we set up a time and move on from there. So let's go to the yes side. So they say yes, right? So I say, what did you like most about the presentation? And of course, they might say something negative, like, I'm just curious. If they say something negative, like, I really didn't like it, I'm going to reply back to, well, I'm just curious. There had to be a reason. Why did you watch it? What were you hoping to see? What were you hoping to see? So they went negative on you and then said whatever. And, maybe they said, is this a pyramid? And I'm saying, I'm just curious. There has to be a reason, why did you watch it? What were you hoping to see? Hey, Jackie, thanks for swinging by. So very, very important, that side. So it's posturing yourself. Let me ask you this question. If we could show you how to, and of course you could move on to let me show you how to. Let me go back to what did you like best about what you saw? So they're on the positive side. They watched it. So they said yes. What did you like most about what you saw? What did you like best? And then on the positive side, they might say, they might say money, and I want to say, so you want to earn extra money. Why is that important to you? What would it mean to earn $400 or $500 extra a month, or $1,000 extra a month, or maybe they want to lose weight. Why would you want to lose weight? Or maybe they have arthritis, and there I go again. Can't stop talking about my hands. Like I'm going to tell you about my hands here at the end of this. I promise you guys. Why is that important to you? Tell me a little bit about that. So you want to sort of dig down and drill down. And one of the things that I learned from one of my friends is that he would take that and put in a little booklet, and he kept it. And say, I'm talking to Kathy, for example, and I say, well, what did you like most about it? And she says, da da da. And I said, what's important about that? And I would write next to Kathy's name. I say Kathy, and I put the date in my little book and say she wants to do this. Maybe she wants to get her kids, retire her husband, or pay off some bills, and I would put that in my little booklet, because I want to. Getting attacked by a stink bug.
Oh, I'm like, what? Are you crying? Are you?
No, it's just like he was like, stay up there. They can't fly straight for nothing, and they always like hit you in the weirdest place. Like, and I saw him coming. I was like, no, you stay up there.
Not today. I get them.
Not in my house. So anyway, you guys got to see the stink bugs. Anyway, coming back to what we were talking about. So, why is this important to you? Put a little note in there. Wow, that's so awesome. And I'm just sort of running through this, you guys. Wow, that's so awesome. I agree with you. That is so cool. You saw all of that from this video. I got to tell you, it sounds to me like you're ready to get started. And you move into the yes or no side. Now, my closing side is a little bit different. I have what I call a 1, 2, 3 close that I use, based on what you saw. Oh, don't smash him. He's going to stink.
Babe, I got it. I'm trying to knock him down.
Okay. Whew. Commercial interruption. Stink bug attack. So, thanks for swinging by, everybody. So, my close at the end is, and I learned this, I thought it was very cool. You guys can feel free to do however you close. You might have your mentor, your leader, teaching how to close a little bit different. But mine is, based on what you saw, which package do you feel most comfortable getting started with now? Package A, Package B, and Package C. And there's different, levels. Which one do you feel most comfortable getting started with right now? And they may say, well, I don't really feel comfortable getting started either way. So that's sort of the no side. I'm just a little bit confused. It's just when people say exactly what you just said, they typically get started. So I sort of took it around and did a deflection on them. Awesome. What's your mailing address? So on the yes side, which package, do you want package A? Which package do you feel comfortable getting started with right now? Package A, package B, or package C? And they'll say something. And I'll say, great, and we'll get them on the phone with customer service and get them enrolled, and we moved on, and they're a customer, and or, maybe they decide they want to, become a marketing executive. So we say, great, okay, which package you want to do, package A, package B, or package C, and a marketing executive, and we get them enrolled, and we move it on, and we teach them how to do what we just did by sending out messages, asking people if they're open to our business opportunity, product, service, or opportunity, and then they say yes, then we send them to a presentation, and we go into the closing side of it. So on the no side, it's a little bit confusing. They may not be comfortable getting started right now. That's absolutely okay, and you're going to come back to the other side. So, we got a lot of people that need to get started. What we'd like to do is, how soon? I'm going to ask them, how soon would you be able to get started? Great. Let's get back together next week, or whenever that process is. Let's get back together next week, and we'll revisit this. And we'll get you enrolled and package. And when you do get started, which package do you think you're going to be able to get started with? Package A, Package B, or Package C? And, I set an appointment with them. 1 week I follow up and say, I call back Kathy and say, hey, it's been a week. It looks like you said you're ready to get started with Package B. Let's go ahead and get you enrolled. And I'm going to go straight into the close. Because basically you just got to take people at the word for what they say they're going to do. So back to the negative side of, what did you like best? They go something negative, and I say, I'm just curious. There has to be a reason. Why did you agree to watch it? What were you hoping to see? And they may say, blah, 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 blah. You say, great, let me ask you this. If we could show you how to earn extra money working from home, or to lose weight, or to make your hair shinier, your glasses brighter, your teeth more crispy, or whatever it is that something you would move forward with? And sometimes you just got to help them say that. If I could show you how to do this. One of the things that I like to do, and I learned this from Ray, sort of going back into this, is in the initial reach out is, hey, then they say, yeah, great. And they say, what's really cool, Kathy, if you decide to do this, you're going to send out similar message, and you're going to send people to the same video. Pretty cool, right? So it just made it really easy for her to realize, like, okay, that's really cool. And then you go back into the closing blueprint, just trying to make it really easy for people. If they continue to go negative, so let me ask you this. If we could show you how to XYZ PDQ, make more money, lose weight, get shinier hair, whatever it is there something you would move, is this something you would move forward with? If they go negative, you say, great, move on. Well, perfect. It looks like this isn't something that's going to work out for you. No big deal, really appreciate it. If you know anybody that's looking to XYZ PDQ, would appreciate the referrals. If they decide to go positive at this time, awesome, sounds like you're ready to get started, and get them on the phone and say, which package do you feel comfortable getting started with now? Package A, Package B, or Package C? Great, Package B, get them enrolled, and you get moving on and say, guess what? Everything that we just did, you're going to do exactly the same thing. Hey, good night. Good night to you two. Enjoy your evening. It is late. It is 10:44. Is this our latest Zoom, or have we done later ones, babe?
This is probably the latest.
I think this is the latest, but we're having fun. So wanted to share that with you guys in terms of closing people and setting posture. Don't beg people. If people aren't interested in your product or service, sometimes you just got to ask them. If they watch the video and they get negative on you, so just curious, Jackie, what were you hoping to see? What were you looking for? What were you expecting when you watched the video? and they're going to go, well, I was thinking it was da 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 da. Oh, great. Okay, so I'm just curious. Is there, what did you hope to see? Well, let me ask you this: if we could show you how to blah blah blah, blah because they just told you, would you want to move forward with this? And sometimes they'll tell you exactly what you need to say to move them to a close. If I could show you how to, XYZ PDQ. Would you want to move forward with this? And they're going to go, well, yeah, okay, so cool. Let's get you enrolled. I'm going to show you how to XYZ PDQ. So pretty simple. So wanted to show that with you guys. Hope that provided some value. I know it was very, very brief, and I was brief on purpose because inside of our group and inside of our team, we would drill down and teach people actually how to do this, you guys. If you're not on our team, I highly recommend you go check out Rank Makers so you can learn how to do this and maybe share it with your team. I think Jackie's in Rank Makers. I know Kathy said she's in Rank Makers. I think Zach that just flew by here earlier, I think he's in Rank Makers. So very, very cool. Hey, Suzanne, thanks for swinging by. Really appreciate it. Really appreciate you guys stopping by. Like I said, if you have friends or teammates or somebody that would find value in this, just go let them know to stop by and check it out. I really appreciate it, and I really appreciate you guys showing a lot of love and stopping by. This is Forrest out in St. Louis. I love you. Devon loves you. Jesus loves you. And there's absolutely nothing you can do about that. We'll see you tomorrow, guys. Peace out. Bye-bye.